There's a man named Richard Dawkins. And he published this book that we're going to talk about, and the ideas inside of it. We're going to talk about the selfish gene. He was made famous through not only his intellect, but also he published a very controversial book, The God Delusion, which you can probably guess by the title, made a lot of people dislike him. However, all press is good press, and he was made famous through that, and now he's gotten to share other ideas like the selfish gene. And so I don't want to talk about the God delusion, because I don't want that same controversy. The last thing I need is to wind up on the news because all of my students think that I hate God or something. I'm not here to talk about that. But the book, The Selfish Gene, is a really beautiful idea. It has a very beautiful idea, which is sort of a reductionist viewpoint on why we are the way we are, and what drives us, and really, what is life all about? What is its purpose? It is a reductionist viewpoint that sort of takes this idea that we are merely vehicles for our genes to make it into the next generation. We are a solution to the mortality problem. Nothing is permanent. Everything is always going to a state of disorder. And so what do you do to prevent destruction? Well, the answer to that has really just been replication. And so we're going to talk about how the selfish gene has designed us to be entirely focused on reproduction and preservation, and how that sort of designs our behaviors, even the most odd of behaviors like dancing and singing and writing poetry. We can explain almost all of it with the selfish gene. And I hope this idea is as eye-opening to you as it has been for me. Personally, for me, this idea sort of fought against a subconscious idea that I was not even aware that I had before looking into this. And a lot of scientists fall under this idea that there is Mother Nature. And that Mother Nature is this force that can't really be understood, that sort of just controls everything. Why do I do what I do? What is life? And why do I have instincts? What is all of this? I would just explain it as Mother Nature. And I think a lot of scientists have accidentally fallen into this idea, which really only replaces one deity for another. A lot of scientists will reject the idea of like a religious deity, but unknowingly accept the idea of another, and that is Mother Nature. And Richard Dawkins kind of helps to dispel this idea by reducing this sort of superstition to an explainable thing, the selfish gene. And again, my job is not to dispel the idea of religion. Instead, I want to simply show you what evidence seems to support. So here we go. I hope that you like this idea as much as I have enjoy learning it.